Hey guys, how's it going? Just taking a look today at the iPad 2 Royal Standby Vertical Case. This just showed up in the mail today, so this is going to be the first look at it. And it retails for $35.95 on the website. It comes in three colors, this, a burgundy, and also a red. But let's go ahead and kind of just open it up and see what it's all about here. It's supposed to be a built-in stand, which is what this little tab for is on the back. And let's go ahead and just take a look at it here and get this out. And go ahead and slide the iPad in and make sure I line everything up correctly. Now the inside material here, it's like a soft fur, so it definitely is going to not scratch the iPad or cause any issues with it. It'll actually more than likely clean it off a little bit unless you get too much lint and dust back there. But once it slides in, the home button is pretty easily accessible. This gets in the way just a little bit. It would have been nice to have a tapered edge. The camera is nicely cut out, and there's really not going to be any issues getting to the screen itself. But let's take a look at the rest of the buttons. The camera hole is not really well lined up. It's definitely kind of up at the top of it. It's not blocked by any means, but it's not centered. The volume rocker and the lock switch are not horrible. It's definitely rubbing up against the edge right here where it could use a little bit of a boost to that side, but it kind of falls back into itself. The 30-pin dock connector, very easily accessible. Speaker is nice and open. Now, one thing I don't like about this case is there is a microphone right here at the top of the iPad that is definitely covered by both the flap on the inside and the flap on the outside, because this microphone right here is getting fully covered by this. So let's go ahead and put that back down. And the standby switch, again, you will have to have this open to access the standby switch, which I don't like. There should have been some sort of opening right here for that, as well as the microphone. And that's going to do it for cutouts. So let's go ahead and see how the stand function works. Just pop that right in there and stand it up. Now, one thing I don't like about this immediately is, here's the home button. Here's how it stands up. The home button is at the top of the actual case, and I know that's out of frame. Let me adjust this just a little bit. Yes, there's my messy desk. So the home button is up here, which I don't like because that's going to make it kind of a nuisance, because a lot of things use the home button and it's just much easier to use it down here than up at the top. And if you want to use FaceTime, then your camera is all the way down at the bottom, as well as this kind of is slipping out of it in just a little bit. You can see down here some of the bezels already showing. So that flap is definitely not doing its job all that well with holding it in. But for $35, I mean, it's going to be one of the cheaper iPad cases, and just first thoughts, its quality definitely isn't up to par with what Case Crown normally produces. It doesn't stay in that well. All the cutouts aren't there. The microphone's totally blocked. The standby switch, you have to actually open it up to access, and same with the headphone port. So that's kind of a lot of issues for a case coming from Case Crown, who normally is a very good company. But like I said, this is just first impressions. Some of the issues, like the camera hole cutout, may resolve itself after a few days of use. But initial opinion isn't that great on this one, guys. But other than that, it's made out of almost a canvas type material. But that's pretty much going to wrap this up. So this was the iPad 2 Royal Standby Vertical Case in black from Case Crown. Retails for $36, and this was sent out to me by them for review. But the full review will be up in probably a couple days, guys. Give this a chance to break it in a little bit more. But this is Nick, and I will see you all in the next video.